What's good, YouTube? Y'all already know it's your boys. Them boys crazy. Y'all already know it's your boy Roy to Rob up in this motherfucker, man.
I already know what's going on, man. Know it's your boy Cam Official. Anytime you see our face, you know it's time for another reaction, man.
Bruh, this that Fredo, Santana, Chiraq demon. I ain't gonna need no lie. But I remember before, bruh, like real deal was like, this when Chiraq first got big. When folks knew who he was, but didn't know who he was like that. Man, I used to always be like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro, don't be talking, bro, just be on some straight. Man, what? I ain't gonna need
like you knew he was different.
On my life, so we finna see the backstory on him, see what his life was about, see what everything about, you know what I'm saying? And it took me like a year to listen to Chiraq to find out that my cousin. Everybody he with his cousin.
Man, basically.
Ball out all them folks.
Fans know Chief Keef, but only the realest fans know that his cousin was also a Chicago legend, and at one time, he wanted to kill the Migos. Let's step into the career and come up of Fredo Santana. Fredo was born on the 4th of July in 1990. He grew up with two brothers and was raised by his grandmother, great-grandmother, mother, and aunt in Parkway Gardens, aka O Block. His dad was in and out of his life, and Fredo jumped off the porch at an early age. He once shared a pic on Instagram that showed his pops with a pistol in one hand and his infant son in the other. So, Fredo's been around crime and violence since birth. At 12 years old, he started selling drugs and joining the Black Disciples not long after. At that time, there was no O Block yet, and Fredo was from a set called Front Street. Fredo quickly found himself
before O Block. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I said, them folks
in trouble with the law and got locked up for the first time at just 12 years old. He got locked up again at 14 for hitting a teacher and got sent to juvie. Damn. He later got out on probation, but decided he was done with school and he wanted to be a rapper. Early on, Fredo was inspired by rappers from New Orleans like Master P and Lil Wayne. But when he got older, he listened to other rappers like 50 Cent and Gucci Mane. He got his first tattoo at 17, which was a face tat.
But so there's one thing a lot of folks can't deny. Everybody that was growing up wanted to be 50 Cent when it comes to streets and the gang and gang bang. Sure. Everybody wanted to be 50.
He sang Gucci Mane. He got his first tattoo at 17, which was a face tat. So he was fully committed to either the streets or a rap career. Chief Keef was 5 years younger than Fredo, but they was blood cousins. Growing up, they formed a close bond, and Fredo taught his cousin about the street life, while Keef helped him perfect his rap skills. Fredo saw his cousin's talent early on and decided to start managing him. Even though Keef is considered the king of drill now, the cosign from Fredo really allowed him to take over Chicago. Fredo was well respected in the streets, and half the reason Keef had the confidence to take the risk he did with his career. He was backed up by one of the most fierce savages in Chiraq. In 2010, when Keef first started building a buzz in his city, Fredo got locked up again. When he got out after like 2 years, he saw that Keef and his day one homie Lil Reese was starting to blow up. So he focused more on the music to try to make it out the streets for good. He dropped his first official track, Hitter, which did decent numbers.
On some real stuff, a lot of people that blow up, do you think if the main person that helped them get there, do you still think they'll get there to the top?
Yeah.
You think so?
I be thinking what it is, bro. Even, cause man, it's just like if you put somebody else in a position with Chiraq. Like if you would have put somebody else that was rapping in Chicago and they had Fredo Santana back up, that still don't mean no folks just blew up like that. Cause he blew up big though. Like he wasn't on no like. We just ain't even no disrespect. He wasn't on no G Herbo. What he known, like everybody know him, but Keef is like he a generational, like, you know what I'm saying, talent type. Like he changed a whole generation of he started the drill. He started all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like 30 crazy. Now I'm gonna be real.
Put it on the map,
I feel like Fredo Santana put him on the map as far as like Chicago wise. You know what I'm saying? Got more people in Chicago listening to him, and as far as the whole world.
It's crazy.
Hey man, cause he took over. I ain't gonna lie. He took the same way young boy like took over and still got it taken over. That's how it was with Chiraq. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
You feel like you know folks like Lil Reese and Ball Out and Tato and all them. You feel like without Chiraq, they still probably would have had a little buzz.
Hell no. I can't eat that line. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I can't eat that line. So. And I mess with Ball Out or Lil Reese, but I can't lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
But
boy, I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie, that ball line nigga, I been thugging sister, but I ain't gonna lie. Folks would tell me, but that jump so hard, I'm like, I can't let this shit. Yeah, nah, I ain't, nah.
Come on, crazy.
Association with Keef and GBE. In March 2012, Chief Keef dropped his first big hit, I Don't Like, which featured the bar from Lil Reese. Fredo in the cut, that's a scary sight, introducing the world to the legend of Fredo Santana. Even though GBE was well known in Chicago.
Which song you think bigger? I Don't Like a Lil Sosa?
I ain't gonna lie. I remember somebody asked me that a while back. Really, that was, I ain't gonna lie, that was some years ago when both of the songs had kind of just had came out. And I said, I don't like at first, but I ain't gonna even lie. Which one?
Like they views like tit for tat.
Yeah,
Both of them
it's
got
hard.
around 300 million, 400 million.
Which one bigger? I can't say, but my favorite out of both of them probably gonna be Lil Sosa.
Yeah, Lil
Now
Sosa.
I ain't gonna even lie. When they both first came out, I was like, nah, man, they don't like.
Yeah, cause that jump was going stupid.
But then like over time, that Lil Sosa started growing on me more and more. Like, I ain't
so
lie.
serious, bro.
That jump tough, and I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy because if you think about it, now we live in a different time to where a lot of songs get big off like TikTok and all this stuff now, but it's like back then, man, when you had like a real banger like Don't Like, or you had a banger like Lil Sosa, you like, man, this strictly just off the strength of the song. Like, wasn't nobody doing no dances.
Cause if Lil Sosa would have dropped on TikTok,
now, bro,
boy, this
I forgot who it was.
Crazy.
It's on. I was watching a video not that long ago, and they was pretty much saying. Matter of fact, I think dang, who was that? Was it Soulja Boy? He wasn't so. No, it was. I ain't gonna lie. Even though dude be on some more stuff sometimes, it was so Illuminati.
Yeah.
But he was talking about that, and he was pretty much saying like how easy it is to kind of get your song out there now because of TikTok. And he was pretty much saying like back then, all those hits, all those songs that we kind of grew up listening to, or they was hits back then. Like now, bro, like you said, if it was on some stuff like they did TikTok, and they dropped this song now, or they did TikTok back then, man, it would have been crazy.
And Soulja Boy dropped. I said Soulja Boy. Chief Keef would drop that. Man, that much Lil Sosa.
Soulja Boy too.
I ain't. But I'm being
folks
real.
like that.
I'm gonna be real. I think Soulja Boy, if Soulja Boy was to drop his songs, like cut Chief Keef out, but if Soulja Boy would have dropped his songs right now, this just me personally. This might sound crazy. It might sound crazy. But bro would have probably had the most views walking besides Michael Jackson and what's his name is? Drake.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like, bro, folks like
he would have had 1 billion plus.
Soulja Boy, Chief Keef, like those are like, you know, influential type rappers. Like they influence.
Cause they almost had 1 billion, but without TikTok. So you talking about with TikTok?
I'm be real, Migos.
Bro,
like
you talking about with
out,
TikTok, bro? Come on, bro.
It would have been stupid. I ain't gonna even lie.
Man, like the only reason I say that because I'm not saying Drake don't he don't get his views. He ain't been doing this before TikTok and before Instagram and all this before all the mean. But like even with the Tootsie slide,
there was like some TikTok stuff.
There was some everybody doing like a TikTok type vibe.
He made that strictly for that. And
for the
that's
TikTok.
Why a lot of rappers now, females especially, they make real repetitive songs.
Corey related.
And Meg Thee Stallion, all them. They make songs that's real catchy. And
even
you can make challenges from.
Even did that. Which he was smart with Soulja Boy and Rick and Morty, and that joint got 10 million views in like 2 months.
That she make it clap.
All that Rick and Morty, she make it clap. I don't think it is. I feel like what's called just the type he just can't ride that wave, bro. Chief Keef, just like YoungBoy, them like they just can't. Like, they just can't ride. They so stuck in that wave.
The only song that was really that YoungBoy did that was on TikTok, which I don't even consider a TikTok song, was Nevada.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but I don't feel like.
Like
he didn't make that song they just took that, ran with it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell the difference from people who try to make a song on purpose.
I'm being real. He don't make no TikTok songs. Chief Keef don't make no TikTok songs. Rod Wave don't make no TikTok songs. Like them, they just real deal. They just rap. Because they already solidified and they just got their own stage. I just can't see them even. I just can't see it. I can't see them folks even doing no TikTok type song.
And doing something real just repetitive. You know what I'm saying? Something that you do a challenge to and all that.
But I can't see them doing nothing like that.
Me neither.
At the time, I Don't Like blew the top off for the drill movement and made them all famous on a national level. Fredo dropped his first mixtape, It's a Scary Sight, in 2012, quoting the bar from Reese that made him famous. Chief Keef may have been the star, but Fredo started building his own cult audience who liked his raspy flow and menacing look. He continued to drop tapes over the next few years, including Fredo Krueger, Street Shit, and Ain't No Money Like Trap Money. On top of starting his own rap career, he also created Savage Squad Records and still helped manage his cousin and some of his homies as they started blowing up in the industry. When Kanye remixed I Don't Like in 2013, it gave them an even bigger platform to reach more fans and gain connections in the industry. That same year...
But see, I hate when people... No, that's true. That's true. That right there is true. Mm-hmm. But I hate when people... Which he did say the industry, so I'm not going to say that. But this is not for he's saying. A lot of people be saying stuff like, man, when Kanye jumped on that jump, he really blew. But it was at 100 mil before Kanye even jumped on it. Mm-hmm. Everybody was trying to get on it, bro. Even if you go back and look at interviews, like if y'all look up interviews about Chief Keef, I think it's called Artist Interviews by Chief Keef. It was so many artists like, man, I was hitting up Chief trying to jump on that don't like, I was trying to hit up on that love, so I was trying. But man, he kept, he was real, and he told me he just keep it within his group, and he trying to keep his. Man, I'm like, bro, he just messed with him because we all know bro from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that song is just legendary. Oh my, for real, bro. God, that song crazy.
Was in the music video for Drake's hit song, Hold On We're Going Home, and he plays the dude who kidnaps Drake's girl. He would also drop his debut studio album, Trappin' Ain't Dead, which featured guest appearances from some of his boys from Chicago, like Keith, G Herbo, and Gino Marley, and also major names in the industry like Pee Wee Longway and Kendrick Lamar. So Fredo and GBE were linking up with some of the biggest artists in the game and were respected by the street rappers as well as the pop stars. But everyone wasn't with the GBE movement, and in 2013, they got into a public beef with the Migos, and Fredo threatened to kill them. The Migos first broke into the industry in 2013 with the song Versace, not too long after Keith blew up.
What? God, it came in 2013? Damn.
Versace, yo.
I don't think that came out 2011. Damn.
It just seemed like it was a long time ago, but nah, that's about right, because we were about
10th grade.
10th grade. Yup, that's right, for sure.
Even though Keith and Fredo were from Chicago and the Migos were from Atlanta, they was kind of in the same lane with the music. So there was already tension over who was going to be the #1 group of this new wave. The beef started after Keith thought the Migos had dissed him in a song. In December 2013, Keith tweeted, "Heard Migos sneak dissing, no talking." Instead of denying it and trying to clear anything up, Offset responded to Keith, tweeting, "We'll be in Chiraq next week. Pull up."
I'm being real out of all them folks, bro. That man just don't give. He don't care, bro. Offset don't care, bro. Nah. That man, he don't care who he beef with. He was in jail most of it. Like, I'm not gonna say at the very beginning of their career, like them 3-4 years, he was in jail the whole time. That man did. I don't know.
Also jumped in, tweeting, "Sneak this who? Pull up. Hashtag don't tweet. Pull up." Keith responded by mocking the Migos and tweeted, "LOL. Pull up. Hashtag call me Sosa Santa." Not long after, the Migos dropped the song Jealousy. Chief Keef this.
They dropped them. Hell, they dropped that one, man. That was so that was so bumpy. They ain't gonna lie.
So messed up. Somebody dropping this song.
Boy, that bill was so.
That jump hard though. You can't do it live.
Everybody, this fool had the whole M rocking with that. That jump was so hard.
They took shots directly at Keith. They also did a show in California where Keith lived, and again told him to pull up while they was there. But Keith was in rehab and wasn't about to leave to go run a fade with the Migos. This led to Offset tweeting, "All these rappers know they p***y anyway." Keith then dropped the tracks Mando and Pull Up, which were both Migos disses, referencing their hit song Bando, and the line they kept tweeting on Twitter. In March 2014, the Migos was in a crazy shootout while driving down the highway in Miami, and many assumed it was tied to the beef with Chief Keef. Then, in May 2014, Migos announced they were shooting a music video with none other than Lil Durk in Keef's own hood, O-Block. At the time, Durk and Keef was also beefing after Keef refused to bail Durk out of jail in 2013. Go peep our video on Glow Gang vs OTF, War on O-Block for more info on this beef. So Durk would tweet, "Migos can come to O-Block."
I really didn't want to know how they went. Like, I wonder, was it like they might reach out like, "Damn, bro, you really like you ain't bail me out, fool? Like you ain't try to get me up out of there." Like, I really want to know how that conversation went.
Then in my what they said, somebody got smacked or some shit. Who they were talking about? Well, man, oh man.
video. Migos replied by tweeting, "Who said we can't?" Dirk responds with, "A nobody." Dirk's co-sign of the Migos was also approved by Boss Top, another O-Block member, who was also beefing with Keith for not bailing him out of jail. Boss Top supposedly ran through Keith's crib and stole a few items, specifically his Johnny Dang chain while Keith was in court. Boss Top doubled down on the disrespect by taking a pic with the Migos while rocking the stolen chain. So, involving Keith's childhood friends, even if they was also beefing at the time, showed it was going further than just music. In November 2014, there was an altercation between the Migos and a rapper from GBE named Capo at a restaurant in Chicago. The Migos posted a video to their IG clowning Capo in the restaurant with the caption, "Caught at El Cap GGUOD, slipping last night in this city." It's hard to tell what actually went down, but Capo responded by tweeting, "Migos soft as hell. Y'all just had 20 and I was by myself."
How could a God who made all this beautiful stuff in the world also make things that are scary and evil?
Evacuate now!
Link. Migos soft as hell. Y'all just had 20 and I was by myself. Link. At this point, Fredo wasn't just about to sit on the sidelines. When it was just sneak disses and music, he gave him a pass. But once they started playing with one of his boys, he had to step in and shut it down. He tweeted to the Migos, "I'm in LA. Stop playing with Capo on BD before I get your whole camp killed. Facts. My word is law, so don't test." Then he tweeted, "I will do the time for it," with an emoji with sunglasses. He continued tweeting, "On BD, this shit go for any rap. You will die playing with me, and I will go to jail without a care. I'm the right motherfucker to play with on BD. And whoever riding with them is an enemy, and I hope y'all know what I do to enemies," followed by the devil emoji. So Fredo wasn't just talking to the Migos. He was also getting at dudes from O-Block, like Dirk and Boss Top, who co-signed the disrespect. Even though they beef was with Keith, Fredo had so much respect in the city that once he drew that line, nobody would cross it. About a week later, the Migos got into a huge fight with GBE at a show in DC, where Quavo allegedly had his chain snatched. Keith then posted to his Instagram, showing off the stolen chain, proving GBE took it. But instead of revenge, the Migos decided to squash the beef before it got too wild. In December 2014, Keith posted a pic with the Migos after meeting up in LA, showing the beef was over and that it was all just a big misunderstanding.
This might say it was a big misunderstanding. That's crazy.
Man, ain't nobody whoop my head, take my chain, saying it was a misunderstanding.
I'm talking about, look at the picture though. That's tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Not only that, but Fredo Santana though. Like on some real deal, like
it don't make no sense how what you call how
Keith.
Yeah, like how them folks just real deal got the fight with these folks, took their man chain, and y'all talking about squashing the beat. Because if it was on the other foot, Keith wasn't gonna squash it.
But I ain't gonna lie though, if you think about it, every time somebody get to beefing with Keith, it always be the other person that squash it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause for one, like you always
say,
got
shot it on the E-way. Then y'all got y'all leg whooped, man. I would have been somewhere sitting down somewhere.
I wasn't even in the beef to begin with.
Like you said, folks stay doing it, beefing with him, and then
they like, yeah, well, I ain't got no problem. So man, you know, we just had a little misunderstanding. He sent them shots at that hotel. That's all it was.
Folks killed their mind, and it's messed up. Like this manager guy, whatever he was, there, man. Yeah. Just cause you retarded, bro. Yeah,
that's why I said I would never associate myself with bro. No type of you couldn't pay me. I don't care how much you couldn't pay me, dog. I don't care what it. I don't care how much.
Imagine they saying that you with them, but you see Keaton just coming towards you.
Yeah, they whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying?
They shoot yo.
Shoot me. I ain't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm straight.
It's so.
And I know for like 6'9" and folks like I know people around him. Some, not ain't gonna say all of them, but I know someone like, hey bro, just had to calm down. And he be like, no bro, he be on there. And they be the ones that get hurt, and they the ones who told him to calm down. It's over with, straight.
I need the crib on them folks.
What?
Rumors are that industry OGs like Gucci Mane and Coach and P from QC stepped in and made sure that it wouldn't result in real violence. Chicago was a whole different world, and once Fredo said he was willing to kill and go to jail, they knew it had to end before someone got hurt. That story shows just how influential Fredo was, not just in Chicago, but the overall rap game. When it was all sneak disses and Twitter talk, he let it slide. But once Fredo put his foot down, the Migos in their camp started to realize if they don't squash this beef, someone gonna get killed. But all the respect that Fredo had in the streets couldn't save him from his own demons. He was a heavy drug user and was addicted to Xanax and lean. He said his drug use was a result of trauma from witnessing so much at a young age and losing so many friends to the streets. He said he suffered from PTSD and used the drugs to cope. Fredo was hospitalized in March 2017 after suffering from a seizure. He was diagnosed with epilepsy and continued to suffer from seizures. His friend Gino Marley would find him on the floor bleeding from his mouth later that year and rush him to the hospital. There, he was diagnosed with liver and kidney failure that was tied to his drug use. Fredo said he was tired of abusing drugs and wanted to go to rehab, but unfortunately, he didn't get the help he needed in time. On January 19, 2018, his girlfriend found him on the floor at their crib in LA. By the time the ambulance got there, he was already dead. He suffered a fatal seizure and was suffering from cardiovascular disease in addition to his liver and kidney problems. He was pronounced dead at just 27 years old. Aside from all the work he put in on the streets, it wasn't an op or the police that took him out. It was his own addictions. But Fredo Santana left a legacy that will never be forgotten, and he'll live on through his music and those he inspired.
That's crazy.
Easily create your...
I ain't gonna lie, what be so messed up that whole thing is, what's kind of still be pouring up heavy.
Oh,
Chief
Keef, no.
They pour
But see, I ain't gonna lie, man. It be...
I'm talking about super heavy.
It's so many artists that had, you know, overdosed or, you know what I'm saying, done pretty much died, you know, from using drugs. Mostly lean, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but...
And see, that lean, then between that lean and them pills you gonna take out right there and there.
Yeah.
That lean gonna sneak up on you and
but
start...
see, like you said, some of them be pouring up heavy. Just like when Bibby was talking about Juice WRLD. When he was like talking about his drug addiction, he was like, man, I'm talking about bro would be popping them jump back to back, like them perks and stuff like that. Like, man, sipping lean out there. And it be crazy because what happened is every time an artist die, you got so many people like, I'm done with the lean. They posting all these pictures and videos and them pouring it down the toilet and all this stuff. But them folks be right back on it. Hey. Right back on it, bro.
On me. And see, I'm not even gonna lie. I remember Fredo Santana first died. And Chief didn't say nothing for like a long time. And he pulled a picture. He showed a picture of him with a hella lean. I think that was him. I don't know. He had hella lean. He was finna get a pull up, or he was throwing away one of them. I was like, man, but I know bro from be on that tub. But that way they be on it.
They be on the tub.
But they go get a whole Sprite or found like the big 2 liter, about 7 of them joints, and pour the whole bottle of what's called in there. I be like, God damn, like y'all real deal on that. You had some folks they get the 2 liter, just pour some in there and just, you know, they put a whole thing, they be tapping it on that jump like that. I be like, don't fuck with this shit. Tough.
Because I remember G Herbo had an interview about lean and stuff, because he said he was on it real tough, and he was like how he had to stop. He said he was having withdrawals and his tongue used to be hurting and all that stuff, but he real deal, you know, stopped drinking. Baby said the same thing. He said, I couldn't deal, you know, drink this stuff, but you just got some folks. I mean, everybody got their, they pouring up 4s, 8s, all like they need it, bro. But you know, hey, everybody got their
for real. I ain't gonna lie. Mine. I seen the Wayne do this.
Look at him.
I was like, what the hell? I'm talking about, bro.
That's some real lean drinkers, though. No, some real lean drinkers.
And then first when he did it, I thought he was just, you know what I'm saying? Just messed up. Man, I seen Keith. I said, man, what the hell? What y'all be getting some stickers on y'all? Man, them folks be licking them. I be like, that's some wild.
Boy,
nah, boy. I stick some of that wine, goddamn.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my, you know what I'm saying, Jack, you know, a little Hennessy here and there.
So we OB.
Yeah, so with a little wine, I can't.
But if y'all like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the rest, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy, the boy crazy. We out.